There, it's Chelle. Just me today. The cats are sleeping. Clint ran down to do a job. And I just have some time. I feel good, so I thought we'd just make another video. So it is actually Wednesday. You'll see this probably on Saturday. So if you have any questions, tell me what you're referring to in the video. That would really help me. Some people say, oh, Clint's so funny or something like that, and we're thinking, what is he funny about? But it's not necessarily that. But, if you say, oh, where did you get that? Then, kind of let me know what it is you're referring to. That would really help us out, especially when we're making so many in one day, or I am. So, today we are going to use up tons of scraps. This is, I did have somebody ask me how to use up, a bunch of these guys. So, what I did is I went on YouTube, went on Pinterest, and I found some ideas. So, I went and I pulled all of my just strips that we cut off. I have some notebook paper, different colors, some dyed paper, coffee dyed, Kool-Aid dyed, things like that were in my stash. Now there are many ways to do this. This is not an original idea. It is one, I believe I saw it on YouTube, and I think it was a scrapbooker lady, and I can't really remember who she was. It's been a while since I saw it, but I've been wanting to try this, and I loved what she did, and I thought we'd kind of make it into a more junk journal-y type thing. So, of course you can use, these to kind of do your weaving. That is a very time-consuming project. And I believe the lady who asked me said, oh my gosh, it's just so time consuming, and I totally understand, because when you weave, you glue down and then you weave it like a basket. They're kind of all things we've done when we were kids and things like that. So we are going to just kind of use up, hopefully, a bunch of these scraps. So like when you're just cut off half an inch or whatever, and they pile up really quickly. So the one thing I loved, and we're going to make tags, but again, we're going to kind of make them junk journaling, my style or whatever. The one thing I loved is she pulled paper that she is either tired of, she didn't like. Let me show you this one. Look at this one. I love it. I love this side. But I really dislike this side. To me, it's so dark. It's I would put coffee dye paper or something, but by utilizing it, we can kind of recreate this whole piece of paper. So what I'm going to do is, this is a long process. It's not for the faint at heart, I guess. And by that, I mean, it's not for those who don't like me to ramble, because, mainly we're just going to glue some paper down. And I know that it's going to get monotonous. So what I suggest is you grab your paper and play along. So I think this is going to be the easiest way to do this. If you have your scraps, pull them all now. It's just a good time to just pull out different ones, because these, I noticed some of these were from like a year or two ago. So now I have such a good selection that we can use this. See, I have this one. It's just a flimsy piece of paper. It's not necessarily something I'll ever use, so I thought we could cover that up. Things like that as well. So we're just going to kind of play, kind of have a craft and chat, and then when we're done with doing a few of these, I'll show you how we're going to kind of finish them up. But I really liked just the idea. So you can do it however you want, I shouldn't do that. Hold on, let me show you. what I should do is I just want it to overlap on either side. And that way I can cut this and then use this whole part instead of putting it down in the middle like I did. But, you know, you're just going to play and just kind of go through, see what you have. They can be like larger type scraps, like this one. And look at this. I mean, look at that cute little, it's just one that I didn't end up using, but I think it's really going to look cute on here. So one thing I've thought about doing is, you know, I could glue it down and, you know, do different things. But what I'm going to do is, and I'm just going to use my fingers for now. But what I could do is, I know my thought process just goes sometimes, doesn't it? Is I want to sew around it, so I'm not that concerned about getting every edge, and that's the reason why I'm not concerned, because you know, I know I'm gonna sew it. Otherwise I would be concerned about, you know, every little edge and everything like that. So that's kind of fun. And then I'm just kind of doing in the center. I don't think it's going to take, you know, that long to knock one of these together. And by having so many choices, you can just kind of pick and choose what you want to use. So we could use really thick ones, like this one. I kind of like that with these colors. Just kind of pull it. I think I ripped it too much. That's okay. I shall move it down. Fun edges, you know, things like that. You can kind of double up if you wanted to. Let's add some green. Like this one, it was kind of overflowing. Not overflowing, but that one was kind of floopy. But yeah, you can use just real big, you know, pieces. I thought this was such a cute idea. Very simple, you know, use some of our junk journal type, you know, which is the calendar, or the, you know, things that you tend to use. You can make your own tags, which is what we're making. I also have some negatives that I think I just punched out some flowers, and they, I kept the negative. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, that's what I love about this idea, is you just use what you have. It's not, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And it will kind of just add everything together. So we'll do a couple of these little strips. They really do not take long. Like I said, if you have ever done the weaving, oh my gosh, that takes forever. It really does. I've done that. I need to pay attention and make sure I get it all the way to the edge. But I love the idea of kind of using a piece of paper that you're not that thrilled with. I just love that idea. I think it's just really fun. So we'll finish this one off with this big old piece. Kind of and then, come on you. There we go. And then maybe just another one of this one. Now this is definitely going to make more than one tag. So that's what you do. So you could do this at night when you're in front of the TV. Let's do this purple one. So I could leave it like this. which would work really well for like negatives and stuff. I think that would be kind of fun. Let's just do this one, because why not? I have a lot of paper and stuff that I just don't use. So, you know, that maybe I picked up at a yard sale. That one's a little bit. And I do have another idea to show you guys. I really like this side, so make sure. I'm just using Oohoo glue for this. It's just one I got off the Amazon. I think I do have a link below. If not, I'll try to check that. So with this piece of paper, it's really, I think it's like 6 inches. Almost 6 inches. So really, when you're done, you could cut tags like this. I think that would be really cute. Let's add some music paper. You know, that's definitely a junk journal scrap. Let's add, what about this? Oh, that's pretty. And that's the fun thing too, is, you know, sometimes you just don't want to use all of that paper. I think I'm gonna just kind of go over the edge. You know, you might have your favorite paper in your scraps and you don't want to get rid of it, but all you have is like a little tiny piece that you really just want to use. You know, this is a good place to use it. Let's put one of these, because, you know, why not? So, and they don't have to be perfect. I mean, we're going to cut around them to make our tags. And I really like using the glue stick because it's going to dry enough and it's not going to goop up my sewing machine. So, I messed up on that one spot, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Let's add just a little piece of coffee date paper. Okay, and what about this piece? See, this is just a piece I just liked, and I cut it off and kept it. It's kind of fun. And it's going to kind of peek, the paper's going to peek through. So it's going to kind of add a little bit more interest in that one little spot. Eco Park paper. I kept this because it was a Christmas paper, and sometimes they'll put like little tiny pieces and stuff, like piece of the paper that, you know, is in the paper pack. So that's always fun. I didn't move it over like I should have. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we have this one. That one would kind of go pretty well. You know, to make this, kick it up a notch, you could do coffee date or distress ink all over it. I am not going to, because I think it definitely saves time not to ink. Could you imagine inking every single one? But I think it would be cute. I will come back later and ink, but I'm not going to ink now. I think that's a little overkill. But, you know, do whatever you want to do. Got 2 done. Let's do one more background. That way we'll have plenty to work with and we'll have fun with. This is a really cute piece of paper, but I thought it'd be perfect for like tags or something. And I think I'm going to do it on this side. That way it doesn't have to be Christmas. But really you're using up scraps of all kinds. So instead of just using, you know, your little ones, maybe you're using a larger cutoff that, you know, maybe you wouldn't have used otherwise, or, you know, you might have to put like 3 or 4 of these pieces together to make a good page. So, let's see what color I have. Oh, I have some blues. Let's try blues on this one. But I really like using my coffee day paper, my music paper in here. I think that's really fun. There's nothing to that. And I'm kind of cleaning up my space a little bit anyways. Clint would laugh. Because it's just, I have so much paper. I do give, you know, some of my scraps away during, when I have giveaways, things like that. You know, just to help other people kind of build up their stash and stuff. I think that's really fun. Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at this one. Isn't that pretty? It says I love you. I wonder if that would, the whole thing would show up. But see, like that piece, I mean, yeah, I could have done something with it, but I don't know that I would have, because it was way buried in the bottom. And it's going to be just a cute addition to this tag. Or to these tags, because we're going to make quite a few out of them. That's too short. That one will work. Let's see. My plan was blue, wasn't it? I didn't get very far with my plan. That's kind of cute. Let's see what else I have. But I mean, I'm using tons of stuff right now, and this one I'm going to trim. I still can hardly tell that I've used anything. Isn't that crazy? You guys do that? You think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to, you know, use up all my paper. And then I think it was Gayle who said, you know, you use it and you still end up with more because, you know, I'm still tearing and stuff like that because it, you know, so really, am I even getting rid of any of the scraps, you know, really? I mean, obviously I am, but, you know, like this one, it just made another scrap. So, it's fun, though, right? And I'm really having fun just kind of seeing what, like this is a little teddy bear piece. You're not even really going to see it, but just a scrap I probably would never have used. This one's kind of wrinkled, but you know what? That doesn't matter, really. Because when we glue it down, it'll straighten out. Sometimes they just kind of get in there and kind of wad up a little. What else are we going to have? Let's see, do I have any more of that coffee dye, or the music paper? Ooh, I see this one, purple. No. Yeah, why not? I don't want to put too much thought into this, but, you know, I don't want to totally clash or anything. I think that'll be okay. And look at this, isn't this pretty? Look at this one. That one's pretty. But I want this side. Okay. Let's see, what else do I have? This one maybe, just the tip of it. Like this. So, it's been 20 minutes. We got 3 backgrounds. So we have that one, this one. Let me kind of clean up my space so I kind of have, yeah, some space, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so these are dry, pretty dry. I took a break. Clint called. He's buying some groceries. I'm trying to find some really good, like, low point snacks that are more enjoyable than what I have. I know it's kind of boring, but you know. So, okay. So now what I'm doing is, you know, we just quickly put those on. We are going to just kind of trim these down, cutting off, you know, the edges of those. You could keep them if you wanted. I'm not going to. You could keep them, you could glue them down like a puzzle or something. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to know when to kind of walk away. Because sometimes you can, it's just overwhelming, you know, when you have paper. I mean, it's not like I'm never going to have, you know, these type of scraps again. So, I'm just going to trim this down. You could use scissors, but I thought this would be faster and cleaner. So, oops, a little bit off there. There we go. Little tiny scraps. So Loco seems to be doing pretty good, our goat. But see, look at that, isn't that pretty? So we're gonna keep working with that. Let me get all these cleaned up. But yeah, Clint, we had some really ripe bananas, and the goats are so funny. They love banana peel, but not the inside of the banana. So Clint took out the banana peel to the goats. The chickens are the opposite. They prefer the inside, but they won't eat the peel. So we did freeze, you know, our bananas this time, but sometimes if they're really ripe, or, you know, we know we're not going to do anything with them, we'll give them as a treat to the chickens and the goats. So we'll still peel them and then give the goats the part that they love. You know what? Okay, I am going to totally, because this is so pretty. So I'm going to put that in my glory box. It's big enough I can add it as a little bit of a scrap. But I hate not to, I know I said I wasn't going to do that, didn't I? But some of them you just can't. Okay, like this one. What is this? See, I could keep that. Make a banner out of it or something. Okay, but I'm not doing that. I should put this back on. Oh, I tell ya. But yeah, so Clint took that out. He did that this morning before he left. We got up again at 3:30, I think. And then he was hoping he wouldn't have to go anywhere, but like at 8:30 last night, or 8 o'clock, you know, I asked Clint, who in the world calls us at 8 o'clock? He was already asleep, but I was worried that it might be my sister or somebody. So I checked, and it was, you know, an emergency situation. And emergency situations for us are not like, oh no, it's an emergency. It's just somebody's digging and they need to locate so they can dig and not cut anything. So I used to tell people we had an emergency and people would freak out. Oh no, is everybody okay? Yep, everyone's fine. So it just kind of, okay, ooh, I like that piece. I'm gonna save it too. And yeah, because they're pretty. Some of them you just got to save, I guess. Sorry, I know I said I wasn't going to, but we shall make it work. So look at that one. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now we're going to cut these down into tags, and that was kind of my idea. This, I imagine, is any room. This one is about 12 inches. Yeah, it's almost 12, so I'm just going to do 6. So we immediately have 2 tags. And that one's cute. I love the I love you on it. This one I imagine is right at 12 as well, so I'm just going to cut this one at 6. Also. And then this one is 6. Nope. Huh. This one's 8 by just over 5. So 8 divided by 3. What? 2, 4, 6. 2.5. 2.5 is 5. Okay. Let's do 2.5, I guess. My brain is so not working. 2.5. That'll be just fine because I don't mind having, you know, a bigger tag. And like this piece just fell off, right? So we could either glue it back on or we could just leave it off because this is kind of that purple paper that we covered up. And I tell you guys. So one reason I'm trying to get some videos in, all of a sudden it's white, it's my other one, is so I can spend some time cleaning my mess. I tell ya. So let's, and I have some other ideas, because you know, that's just how I am. So, you know, I didn't go, like I said, I did not go through and glue the edges. But let's see what we can do without the little guy coming up, because you know he loves the sewing machine. We're going to sew around some of these. Let's see. This one, I'm just going to leave it like this because it has this pretty paper on the back. And I think you could go ahead and glue around it, or I'm sorry, right over it, if you use like a marker or something, if this was in a journal. So I'm going to turn this into a tag really quick. Because I do want to sew around the edges because, you know, we didn't catch the edges. This one I'm going to back with coffee dyed paper. This one is also going to be just a regular old tag. So I am going to go around the edges as well. This one, I could leave the back. I don't have to, you know, turn it into a, what am I thinking? I don't have to turn it into a coffee dyed paper. But I think this would be pretty for what I want to do. And then this one. Okay. This one. Yeah, this one, see, this one's really flimsy. Oh man, cutting off that whole piece. I don't know why I threw that down for. Okay. So these I kind of want to do, this one I'll go around the edge. These I'll definitely go around the edge. These are so cute, so cute. Need to sew around that one. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Work issues. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this. I'm going to show you something here in a second. Okay, look at this. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, so the ones I'm going to do around the edge, there's no sense in you guys watching that. So, but I do want to do some other stuff here. Okay, so this one's kind of boring. Look how boring that is. But it's okay because we're going to add some, first of all, we're going to add some stitching. See if how much I can do without the little sewing kitty. And, oh dear, it came undone. Wonder if he pulled it out when he was up here. And, okay, come on you. Not working. Clint's out buying groceries. I think I told you guys that. I can't remember. Sometimes when you have 15,000 things going through your head. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the lines for this. And we are doing a zigzag. And I have it on the largest zigzag. That I just think that is fun. And I'm not going to worry about back spacing. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and just go down this one because I want to do the same thing on this tag. Kind of just like piecing, you know, just kind of chain piecing. And then this one, I just thought it would be really fun on this one. So we're going to do this one as well. Trim all of these off. And you don't have to go down like every one of them, I don't think. But if you want to, you can. You know, just to kind of give it some more bulk, some more interest. I think that's kind of fun. But definitely on these ones that are kind of boring, I definitely want to do those. Like this one, I really want something else. So I'm just going to kind of pick a place. And, uh-oh, here he comes. Like maybe down that red line. That's kind of fun. Here he is. Here he is. He has so much fun. He loves this. Okay, you going to lay down? Lay down, Bubba. Okay, and I'm just going to just choose one here. So really, I think, you know, it kind of goes pretty quickly, especially if you're kind of, you know, chain piecing or whatever. And that one, I think I'm just going to call that good for now. This one, I might put one more on here just because it's not as interesting as some of the other ones. So me and little guy are gonna play. I gotta hold him back. It concerns me that he's up here because I don't want to get his little paw stuck. That would kind of not be good. So that would really, really not be good. And so, but he is fascinating. Okay, isn't he cute? Look how cute he is. Okay, this one I'm happy with now. This one I think I want maybe on those two places just to kind of add a little interest. So happy you're up here to help Mama. Yeah, you're such a good boy. So Such a good boy helping. Yeah. Do you guys have helpers? I know some of you do. And it's so cute because some people are like, as soon as my cats hear you, they jump up, run and jump up so they can watch. Which is so cute. Okay, and so I'm on an edge here. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do that because I still want to do something else. So, but isn't that fun? Just kind of adding just a patchwork to it. I guess, you know, you could call it Frankentag or something. I'm sure it may have been done before, I don't know. Sometimes I miss videos, or, you know, it doesn't go around like some of the other ones do or whatever. But I think these are really fun. Now I need some coffee dyed paper, and do I have any? Oh, do I? Nope. Let me go get coffee dyed paper and I'll be right back. You guys, I just brought in coffee dyed paper. Look who's still up here and attacking everything. So I am lining these. Like I said, they were on really thin, thin paper anyways. So I am lining these with coffee dyed. Oh, you don't need to do that. I should have found him a little ball while I was down there, but I'm fixing to have to sew again, but maybe he would be content. Really should not sew when Daddy is not home. Huh. Too funny. So yeah, we're just putting those on coffee dye paper. And this one, of course, you don't have to put on coffee dye paper, but I'm going to. That way you have a little bit more room to journal. It will be a little bit, what am I thinking? It will be a little bumpy, but I think it'll be just fine. Okay, so now I am just going to trim those out. Can I do like a whole sheet? I think I might try that. I think I've seen that. So, let's see. I am going to switch back to my straight edge. Try not to my straight stitch. Just a large one. And just sew around the edges of all these. He's up by the iPad, so I hope you guys are able to see this and he didn't like cancel. So if I start here, I'm going to end here. So I need to start like here, end here, and then maybe I can maneuver it, right? I don't know. Maybe not. I wonder where my scissors went. Okay, I am going to get these cut out, and I think I'll just sew them off camera. That way we don't have to deal with the little bubba. And I'll be right back, and I'll show you how we're going to finish these up. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Geez, I tell ya. Lots of fun. He finally got tired of helping me with the sewing machine. So then he goes down, and the foot I, use on the pedal, he was attacking my foot. I tell ya. So funny. But I'm glad that, he kind of got tired of doing the sewing machine because, that kind of stresses me out. So, I just kind of went just with plain, boring stitches around the edge. And you can tell this one's kind of all messed up and everything. He was helping me, and I had to grab his little paw to keep him away from the needle. Speaking of which, let me put that all the way down and turn it off. That way if he comes up and plays with it, he won't get his little paw stuck. But yeah, it was lots of fun. I did get a little ball that I think Dee Dee sent us, whoever it was who sent us for the kitties. Thank you, because that really helped. He loves those little balls, and so I was able, we have like a little stash of them, so I was able to pull that out and keep him entertained there for a minute. I think it was literally like 1 minute. So that was kind of fun. I don't know where my big scissors went. I don't know. They're probably right in front of me. But, so what I did is, the ones that I did a zigzag like across the front, I just went ahead and used just a simple straight stitch around the edges. You could certainly have done the zigzag around the edges, but I thought, you know, kind of change it up a little bit. And hopefully I caught all the edges and stuff, you know, for the... But that's one reason I wasn't too concerned about, you know, the paper laying down the way that it was. So I'll probably come back, and I don't know why there's like a skip there. And just, I'll do that later. My thing's not working, it's irritating me. But yeah, I'll probably, what was I saying? Clint threw me off when he needed some work stuff. But yeah, but I'll come back and glue that. So these are what we kind of came up with, which I think are really fun. You could leave them like this. Like this one, I'll probably just leave like this. Sorry. Remember when I said, it might have been yesterday's video where I said they were sleeping? They're awake now. So this one and this one. So those are fun. But yeah, that's why I put coffee dyed paper on the back, because I wanted to, you know, do the stitching across. But I also wanted to have, you know, a place where you could just journal on top. And I think that's really cute. So that one's cute. We're going to doctor a couple of these up. Like this one, there's kind of that big old empty space there. And let's see what we can do in just a short amount of time. So little boy's over there still sliding on that paper. We just let them slide on it until they're just over it, you know, or we get a new package. Then we pick up all the old stuff and let down the new stuff so they have fun. Keeps them entertained. Oh yes. So I'm not that thrilled with how my stitching came out. It just looks sloppy and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. What I did is I put it on like one of the largest stitches, and I wish I would have had it just a little bit smaller. But I think they turned out pretty well. And I love that, you know, you're just using scraps. It only takes a minute really to just throw the glue on there and then just kind of have fun with it. And then we're just going to decorate. Look at that. That's like perfect. Okay, so we're just going to have fun. One thing I was thinking about, well, actually, I might show you, is, you know, you could add lace and little pieces like that on these. I think that would be really fun as well. I really want that there. So, let me find my ink. I don't know why, it just kind of seems like it goes there, even though I really need something to make it kind of pop out. Oh, I tell you guys. So this is my second video today, or do I want this one? I don't know, I want this one. This is my second video today. I think I told you that, you know, I'm just trying to make up get some videos made up and kind of for whenever, you know, I feel like we need them. And so we can maybe take a break or whatever. Now the two boys are playing. So now I'm just going to kind of do a little collage here. This is one of my experiments. It did not work out. Oh, you guys, I tell you. But if I kind of put this back here, that's kind of what you're aiming for, is you just want a background, you know, and then just kind of go with your background and kind of decorate up your tags. That way you kind of have one-of-a-kind tags, and you still kind of get to play. You get to do the collage or whatever it is that you love to do and make it, you know, a special piece. So I'm just going to leave this. I don't know that I need to do all that, but I was thinking if I put him up top like that, and then I just want it to be just enough to kind of frame out my roses. So I'm going to go ahead and, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Of course, you're not Michelle, are you? Okay, let me find, here it is, pen. Oh, you guys. The thing with the pens is when you do have cats, sometimes they just kind of attach themselves to the cats, and then the cats run off and they end up on the floor. Though that never happens. I just want you guys to know we're really safe. But it could happen. Oh, I tell ya. So yeah, so I just glued that down there, and then I thought it would be kind of cute to put a stamp here. Yeah, there's my stamps. Oh, ooh, here's a purpley one. Ooh, I like that. I've been having fun with these videos, you know. They're really kind of fun to figure out another way to use up, you know, your scraps and stuff. Just kind of fun, and, you know, kind of bring it up to, you know, what I enjoy. But I kind of like that. That's really nice. And then if I wanted to, I could make a pocket. Do I want to make a pocket? I need something down here. It feels like it's too blank right there. But, you know, when you're doing this, then you're going to do whatever you like. So, you know, don't say what would Chelle do, but kind of get a feel for it. It does take a while, I think, to kind of, you know, figure out what you like. But just kind of keep practicing, and then it'll come to you, and you'll just know, you'll kind of get a feel for it. Let's put that there. I think that will add a little bit more interest there. And, you know, you'll be happy with what you're doing, not trying to recreate someone else. I mean, of course you can recreate, you know, whatever I do, but I'm sure yours is probably going to be a lot better than mine, you know, or anyone else's. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this piece all the way down. This is some ephemera. I think this is a Tim Holtz piece. And because we have these, we're going to go ahead and use Tim Holtz words. Let's use some of the black ones. That's cool. Let's maybe a love one or something. There's love you, but Okay, how about this one? Fall in love with as many things as possible. So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of distress ink here. And then just kind of fall in love with as many things as possible. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just kind of set it down and let it kind of, you know, see if you like it, how it turns out. If you can grab a hold of it. So what's fun about these is if you kind of get, you know, I say this quite often, you kind of get your backgrounds, and then you can, you know, personalize it to the journal or whatever you're, you know, working on. So like if I was doing a, you know, a pink floral journal or something, then I could have just, you know, kept it you know, as a background, and then, you know, come back later. Isn't that cute? And then what I'll do is when I get my eyelets, I'll probably put an eyelet there. I really like the look of that, but my eyelet said to expect until like the end of February. So I don't know when I'm gonna get those. Okay, so that's cute. I like that. So I might just put a hole or something. I don't know. Let's decorate these other two while we have a chance. This one is really, I think, really plain. So I really feel like it needs, you know, some help. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but look at something like that. That's kind of cute. Kind of brings it up. This pink one would kind of, it kind of takes up, ooh, that's kind of pretty. The whole space, it kind of ties in this pink. I like that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go to our lace, which is under here. And see what we have that I could just kind of put here and maybe, you know, kind of make it all come together. You know, it's really fun, I think, to try different textures, things like that. So, ooh, look at this. That's kind of pretty. Let's just see. Ow! I cut myself. Of course I did. That hurt. Okay. I mean, you could do like a bigger one like that. I don't like it. Never know sometimes unless you just try. Darn, that hurt. Okay. We have pink lace. I don't think it's the right color pink, so, ooh, what's this? Not 100% sure, but let's just trim a piece off and see what we like. See what we think. This one we could kind of fold it. Maybe put it under. Ooh, that might work. Yeah, let's do that. That's cute. Okay, I'm kind of liking how this is turning out now. Okay, I know I want to ink this little guy up. Okay, so I'm going to put just the art glitter glue, kind of heavy, down here. And then we'll put this one here as well. And then this little guy, we will put quite a bit of glue, and that is going, you know what, I do want a stamp though, I think it's going to need something right there. Kind of squish that down. I like some of these larger, I like to be able to use the larger stamps, because sometimes I don't get, you know, a chance. I'm going to put him on there. I don't know who he is, but I kind of like the color of the stamp. Probably clashes, but I think it'll be fine. But, you know, sometimes my projects are so tiny that you don't get to really use the larger stamps. That's what I was getting at. I know some of you are like, what? So that's kind of fun. Let's see, I think that will maybe that will work. I do want something else down here, maybe another stamp so it's not so male. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, you guys. Okay. That's kind of cute, but I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, let's put the purple one. Kind of brings in a little purple. Oh, you guys, I tell you. You guys always make me laugh with your comments. So now what I'm thinking about is, of course, Tim Holtz. I almost feel like we need something up here, but I know we're going to have the, you know, the tie and stuff, so I think that is still going to be okay. Unless I can think of something else. It just feels so empty right there. You know, maybe like just, maybe something like this, just a little bit. Kind of blends in with the rose, so that might be really nice. Yeah, let's do that. That's really cute. Sometimes it's all about just kind of fiddling and seeing what you like. And actually, where is that piece that I just had? I cut that from. There it is. I kind of wouldn't mind some coming down this way. Is that even the right one? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, just keep playing with it until you're happy with whatever, you know, you're happy. I mean, do it until you're happy with it. Don't forget, you can definitely cut these, you know, anything like this down, which I love. So maybe something, that's way too much, isn't it? I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, let's do that. Just kind of bring it down a little bit. Kind of reminds me of when I used to do flowers. I used to be a florist for just about a year or so. I loved it, but that was when Clint was really getting sick and kind of needed my help more often. So let's kind of make it like a floristy. Forest bouquet kind of. That's cute. Okay. That's good. So now we're going to go back to this, and let's see. Do I want the black? Sometimes I go through and I just punch it down, you know, just kind of hold it down because it looks kind of like it's coming up. And like I said, that glue, sometimes like through the lace and stuff, it doesn't hold as well. So I think I do want the black. I like the black on here. Let's see. This is cute. Listen to your heart. It will show you the way. Let's do that one. Nah. I don't have my non-stick mat thing. When Clint, you know, comes over here and he works, then he rolls it up. And sometimes I'm not sure where he puts it right now. But yeah, just make sure you keep pressing it down, and then that will get tacky and it will finally grab. Listen with your heart. So I'm just going to kind of put that, it will show you the way. That is so cute. Okay, I like it. I like it. Again, I try not to, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not what I'm aiming for. I'm just aiming to get it on there. And I know I say this all the time, but if you try to line it up perfect, it's like 95% chance you're not going to. But if you kind of just put it on there, then it ends up looking really cute and like it was definitely intentional, which in this case it is. So at least that's what I like. I like it. I think it's cute. Okay, so one more and then we'll wrap this video up. This one is another one that we did the sewing on it. That's cute. I did have this still. I don't know, I kind of like that actually. Kind of brightens it up, doesn't it? Okay, what else do we want? Maybe we'll put a butterfly. Do we have any butterflies? Oh, there's a blue bell, I think. Ooh, that's kind of cute. Look at this guy though, that's pretty. Is that too big? Tons of cats. Here comes Sophia. I think I've been talking too much. Kind of got a frog in my throat. Let's see if there's anything else that... Nah, he's too big. Ooh, but you know what I could do is, let me find... I have an idea. Let's see what I have in this one. I was thinking about like a banner or something. Yeah, here's a pink one. Kind of just under that, you know, just to kind of brighten it up a little. It's kind of cute. Look at all these tabs. I cut out tons of tabs. I know. All subject. Ooh, little things like that. Let's see that. Oh, that'll be cute. I like that. Okay. There's that piece I was looking for the other day. Oh, you guys, I tell you, the other day I was like, where did that piece go? It's right in front of me. Well, it wasn't, but you know. I kind of like how that looks. That's really cute. I like that music note for sure. Let's see what I have here. Oh wait, here's Little Bubba finally got tired out. It's been well over an hour, I think, since he started playing, and he's asleep in front of the heater. Okay, I'm going to put that like there, so I can kind of bring that to there, like that. And I like that. But yeah, he's finally sleeping, which is nice. Of course, Daddy will probably be home any second, and then he'll be like, I'll be like, what took you so long? Why weren't you home when I was playing? It is nice having, you know, banners and things like that in my stash too that I can use. I'm just kind of getting a feeling for it, I guess. I always feel like whenever you do, you know, your inking, it kind of gives it a whole new feel. So I love the look of inking. You don't have to do that step. Okay, so I kind of like that. It's a lot going on. It's kind of big, but I kind of like that. I do feel like I need something right here in the corner to kind of bring it all together. So I am thinking about, yeah, something like this. That kind of has a little bit of a scallop or something on it. That might even work. Let's see. It's a little bit brighter. So does not go. Okay, let's try another one. I like the design of it. I like that scallopy look. And I know I have a whole bunch because I cut a whole bunch out. But that color just was not doing it for me. I know you're in here. Ooh, a green one, maybe. That's too... It's gonna come to me, guys, I promise, I think. Anyways. I don't think I want a brown one. There's a brown one. Here's half of one. Ooh, maybe that. Before I ink it. No, that didn't do it. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. It kind of just beeped and went off. So maybe I'm running out of room or something. I do not know. Okay, so let's go ahead and like that. It's just a little bright yellow, and then I just kind of toned it down by putting some of that distress ink on it. You could raise this if you wanted to. I'm not that concerned with it right now. And then that can go like there. Actually, what if this goes under this like that? I like that. Then we'll put a couple of words down here and we'll be done. Okay, let's see. Let's do the black because we have so much black right up here. So maybe just like 3 words or something like that. How about this one? It says make a difference. That's always important. Always important. I am going to cut A off. Kind of spread it out a little. Make A. Sorry, I have a bunch of glue there. Difference. So, and then I just kind of, you know, scooched it over so that it was on that banner just a little bit. I think that's really cute. Okay, guys, we're going to call this done. I do have, let me show you what we ended up with for today's video. Put all these guys back over here. So we have 3 completed tags. Here they are. So we have this one. Fall in love with as many things as possible. Of course, I still need the ribbon and stuff like that for the top. And then this one. I think that actually turned out really cute. I love that. So, and then we have 4 kind of blank ones that I can put in my stash, and then whenever I'm ready to load up a junk journal, I can just, you know, do a collage or whatever on the top of it and just kind of make them, you know, specific for that journal. I think this is a fun idea. I love the idea of just using up tons of scraps. I love that. And, you know, I love how when you do your little collage or whatever, you're getting all the papers in the background, and they just make such a huge difference. Kind of like mixed media or something. I love them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you give this a try. Come share with us over on Facebook, the Rambling Crafters on Facebook. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps out our channel. And we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.